Hello bosses, you're welcome to my channel once again. If you are one of my regular bosses, I want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. If you are not one of my regular bosses and this is your very first video of mine, I want to say welcome and also hit the subscribe button. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about billing your clients. This is a question I get a lot because people want to know how much do I bill clients, how much should I price my services as a freelancer? And the truth is that question is such a tough question to answer, but it can be tackled two ways, really. You can answer that question two ways. And one way is, how much do you want to earn hourly? Or how much you want to earn over the course of a year. So let's say that you want to be able to earn $75,000 as a freelancer over the course of 1 year. Then you're going to take that $75,000 and you're going to figure out what your expenses are going to be. Right? So what are your expenses that you're going to use as a freelancer? You're using your computer, you're using the electricity, you may be using your cell phone, email, whatever your expenses are. You need to figure that out and figure out how much it comes to in a month or in a year. All right, right now we're going with a year, right? And so once you calculate your expenses, now you can think about how much you need to make that will make up the difference, so that the difference will give you $75,000. So if you calculate over the course of a year and you realize that your overhead is going to be, let's say, $10,000, right? Then that means that you're going to tack that on to $75,000. So that's going to be around $85,000, right? That's how much you need to bill in a year. Now that you have how much you need to bill in a year, you have to divide that number by 12. This will give you how much you're going to earn in a month, right? So 85,000 divided by 12, that will give you a certain number. And based on that number that you get for 1 month, then you figure out how many hours you need to work in a month to get to that. And then calculate an hourly rate that will give you that much money. All right, so that you're not undercharging people and you're getting paid the right amount so that you reach that goal. So first things first, you're going to think about what you want to earn over the course of a year. 75K. Now we're going to think about our expenses. 10K. We're going to tack that on 85,000. 85,000 divided by 12. That gives you your monthly income. How many hours you need to work every day of the month to be able to reach that amount of money. And if you're able to do that, that will give you an idea of how much you need to charge hourly to make that monthly rate. So that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it, and I actually prefer that way, another way to look at it is just really to look at it on a project by project basis. Even in my writing business, there are pieces I will write that will take me an hour, 2 hours tops. And there are other people's project that takes months. The way I charge these people is completely different. If I have to do more research for a particular project, I'm going to charge a little more. If I have to do a little bit more searching, a little bit more interviewing to get sources, to be able to put together a strong piece, I'm going to have to charge more. And so you have to think of it then in terms of a per project basis. But if you already did the exercise that I just shared, the first one, right, then you know what your base, what your lowest per hourly rate is. Now, of course, you know, as entrepreneurs, we're trying to get out of that employee mindset and rat race. But you know, when you figure that out, then you can decide that, well, I'm not doing anything that brings my hourly rate below $50 an hour or brings my hourly rate below $75 an hour. And then I'm going to, you know, calculate it up from there. And if you're able to do that, then you're able to not overwork yourselves, because here's the truth, right? And I'll be completely honest, like as a freelancer, sometimes you will have clients that simply are difficult. And you know, want to nickel and dime you. That's the best word I can use. They want to nickel and dime you. They want to make sure they squeeze every ounce, you know, of work from you for every penny they pay you. And for those people, I say charge them more. I always tell my husband this. I say charge them more, because if they're going to be that difficult and that you know, they're going to be task mastery, then, and you'd be nitpicky, then yeah, they're going to get charged more. So you have to judge it then on a per project basis. But I personally think that thinking of how much you want to earn in a year, tacking on your expenses, then back calculating everything is a better approach to thinking of the project by project basis. Because if you're like me, who is like extremely like soft sometimes, you'll just end up undercharging people, you know, and then you do all this work and then you're getting paid peanuts and you're like, shoot, I should have asked for more. And you don't want to get to that place as a freelancer. You want to be able to do good work and get paid really well so that you're fairly happy, you know, not even fairly happy, you're happy. So that is my answer to that question, on how much should I bill my clients. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, are you a freelancer? Do you have a different way of calculating your rates? Let me know below in the comments. If you're not subscribed, once again I invite you to subscribe. Thank you so much. Remember to heart this video up, hit the like button, all the good things. Alright, thanks for